Arduous Vape with the Celts in the red. WiggleTheWise with the Goths, the mirror Goths, by the way, in the orange, or the reverse Goths. He's gonna say, "Okay, I beat you as the Goths. Now I'm gonna show you how it's done." We got some input from the chat. Let me read it out real fast. Okay, we're good. So interesting map here. Very interesting spawn. The entire top like half is irrelevant. Oh, sorry for the bit rate there. I just like panned across 1,000 miles of trees. The entire top of half of this map is like irrelevant, and then we have these two players spawning very close together. Like that's like 1.5 screens, I guess, is one way to measure things. And then this one choke point with, may I mention here, just like some stone just chilling in the middle, leading to a gap of 2 and a gap of 1 is the only way through this map. So you'll love to see some interesting things like that. I can't wait to find out how that influences the gameplay. The Goths we know a lot about already. The Celts, definitely another favorite of Arduous Vape, going all the way back into like McGavran LAN parties. This guy picking the Celts, going 300 siege onagers, flattening everybody 3 hours in. Good memories there. Celts are a very strong siege civ, of course. And honestly, that's pretty much their whole deal. Siege. They have the Woad Raider to back that up.
I was just going to say, I don't know about that. That Woad Raider is terrifying.
Now, the Woad Raider, pretty similarly to, in a lot of ways, the Goth Huskarl mechanics. You can just get so many of these guys out, and they're extraordinarily cheap. The payoff or the trade-off there being that they don't really have armor. They have pretty good attack, if I remember right. Red finding orange TC already. Orange not quite. He got chased away there, I think. Now this scout is going to go down.
Yeah, scout's going to go nice. Yeah, good.
Yeah, if you're a sub to the channel, some of us have been gifted subs by very generous people as well. And you can use your Amazon Prime subscription to get a free subscription to this channel as well. You get a little bit of an animated Woad Raider emote. That's what I decided to use the animated slot on that I'm allowed to have, so I enjoy that. That's the guy in the flesh. So we have a very long distance boar here. A scout attempting to deny this palisade wall, but not going to be able to. Do you know anybody, mostly directed toward Oz here? If, a double palisade wall. If you can deny buildings by standing on top of the blueprints and saying stand ground as the enemy.
You can. Yes.
Okay, I know that's in Age 4, and it's like a major thing, but that's very cool to see that it's also in here.
It's also fun whenever you can get the one hit off, because in my game versus The Verge, that was the only way that I prevented additional knights from streaming into my base, was just one hitting a wall. And then because they were auto-pathed and his attention was elsewhere, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Got away with it.
That's really cool. Yeah, definitely try to catch that if I rewatch the game later. I won't rewatch anything. I don't want to hear the sound of my voice. This boar is going to be used up. We're going to the second one, a little bit more of an efficient location.
It's a little bit of lag. It's fine. Vocal lag. It's fine.
Vocal lag.
It is interesting rewatching some of the games and catching some of the things that you thought you did but you missed, or somebody else has done. Watching that micro play out, because it really does. Like, micro in particular is an interesting measure of a player, because even if you can micro really, really well, if you're not paying attention back to that eco back at home, then it doesn't matter.
It's true. Yeah, Age in particular as a franchise, like, The trade-off or the balance between microing the front line and having to constantly maintain all of this eco nonsense made a little bit better with the addition of like auto farm reseeding. It's just always been like a major feature, and it's pretty interesting.
And there's definitely a lot to have to balance in this game because you're over there worrying about pushing your advantage with an attack, but then you don't have any units that are farming back at the base, and you're not getting into resources. So knowing how to balance that can be very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played many other RTSs, but I think the micro macro interplay of Age is pretty unique as far as I know. We have a lot of berries over here for our Celtic player. I guess not enough quail or turkeys. They're turkeys. Not enough turkeys quite to sustain. Black Forest does seem to spawn a lot of pockets with like 3 boars in them. Like I've seen that a couple of games. Not today though. Oh, they're on a different continent basically over here. Okay.
Just sequestered away.
Yeah. Arduous has them in the back here, but I don't know if he's really thinking about anything behind like this line right now. We do have one more set to go through after this, or at least I do. If anybody decides to stick around, then that's great. Or you can catch it on YouTube later too. All these games are going to be uploaded this week, so there you go. Another plug. This wall just continuing to be built up, and we are moving on to farms. Actually, I think this is a kind of an issue right now. Arduous running out of food, not having enough wood for farms means a emergency like 30 villager switch to wood right now. 15.
You've got those 2 idols. There they go. Now they're building farms. But that looks to be exactly what happened. Is they idled out on not having enough wood for farms.
Yeah, I mean you could mill these 3 deer, but that hardly feels worth it. These boar are so far away. I guess you just have to switch to farms right now.
That front line very interesting too, because with the good siege, he can afford to essentially make that wall impassable. So the only way that, the Goths are going to get through is if they had good siege, and while he can roll some battering rams at it and take the time, with those siege onagers, should he decide to go that direction, he could just chop paths through the forest and go around the outside. And that essentially means that any mistakes that he makes with the building of the buildings up front here can be essentially undone.
Yeah, and as we've seen in the last Black Forest game this evening, siege onagers very effective if played right and timed right, especially in a Black Forest single choke point map like this. I love the scout patrol up here for WiggleTheWise right on the choke.
Can you switch to Fog of War real quick? See what he's already seen.
So he sees. I mean, this looks quite narrow from his point of view, at least. So I guess you really want to get the vision down so you know, like, is this guy chopping through right now?
Yeah, interesting.
I'd like to see. I mean, I guess he knows like Black Forest 1v1 is always going to be a single choke point, but maybe some more scouting around the edges just to make sure.
That's usually when I lean on that auto scout, because I know he's not going to go anywhere, and die.
Yeah.
What time? Okay, let me finish this up.
2 relics right in the middle here. 1 up in this pocket, forever in our hearts, and 1 there and here. Okay, so
that's quite the relic advantage.
Probably favors orange, yeah, just because he's controlled a further distance in this choke here.
Well, and even if, I guess the only way that he could have split that off differently would still allow him more readily available relics. Look at that. They're all 3 just in a triangulated area.
Yeah, that's true. These are all directly in the middle. Something went wrong with this map, Jen. Like, what's going on? It knew they weren't supposed to be playing on this map. Loses that Vil. I had to look away. I didn't want to see it happen. Crocodile, no less. Okay, good. It's not an alligator. I was right. More farms. We're just evening this out a little bit.
Yeah, just balancing that economy. Nothing too strenuous.
Heavy. Yeah.
Well, interesting going with the Goths though, because just looking at that tech tree, it really doesn't look like they go Imperial very well. A lot of the technologies
feels
just locked off. Mm-hmm. So with Black Forest being as dense as it is, the odds of getting to Imperial are significantly improved. So if you can't get that early game pressure, what do you do as the Goths?
Yeah, and I'll note Arduous Vape, since he lost the last game, did pick this again after himself banning it in the first round. So you take that as you will. But WiggleTheWise did have the opportunity to not choose the Goths here as well. So that's still the heat off of my back. We got Palisade Walls for orange coming up.
I am going to take off, gentlemen. You both have a good night. Thank you again, Tyler, for doing all this. This has been really fun. And thanks for commentating, both of you. It's been awesome.
Absolutely. Right. Great commentating with you as well.
Thank you, definitely.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys later.
See you later.
Thank you. See ya.
Well, I can't wait to update all the bracket information after this. It's going to be so satisfying.
It really is. It's so much fun just seeing where everybody fell as far as the seed goes. There are a couple matchups that I think are mildly unfortunate because some quality players get annihilated a little bit sooner. But at the same time, you don't want to stack somebody with, a very high elo up against somebody very low elo.
Yeah.
Look at the density of that wall, though. He's just stacking it up, man.
This is not going to be penetrated.
Look
I don't
at
think
that
this is...
with all that stone walls.
And the watchtower. These stone walls are just going all the way around the outside.
That's amazing. I'm into this. I don't know what this is, but I'm into it.
I think the only thing that you can do in this game is chop through or cut through at the side.
Unless he's probably going to delete some and then start going in through the palisade.
Yeah, I guess if he tries to push forward, this all gets deleted because you can't build gates through houses. So, all right, Seth, it's been lovely. Oh, you're not leaving. You're just saying goodbye to Cameron. Okay, good. You never leave. We're seeing a lot of villagers on wood for orange here, like a lot. He may be facing. No, he's got plenty of food too. 23-minute castle for the Celts means they're going to be able to start getting that siege out if that's what they want to do. Going with the town center first just to keep the eco strong. I guess why not on this map? Like if you're not actively dying, then town center it up.
Yeah, this is one of those maps that I think 4 or 5 town centers could even be justified if you wanted to, because they're just going to be tucked away and never touched.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a whole other civilization over here in this corner.
Absolutely.
Also, yeah, Wiggle in the chat, you can see about half of that wall and only 2 of the stones, so it's a lot of fun. This is surprisingly an effective and valid way to play Age, especially on these choke point maps. It does just work sometimes. Annoying as it can be.
And just an absolute source of paranoia for the other player, because you know where the attack's coming from, or you think you know where the attack's coming from, and it's not going to be great when it happens.
I think that's probably stuff like this. Probably why the devs decided to lower the requirement for chopping wood down to the regular onagers. If I had to guess.
Oh, did they change that? I didn't realize.
Yeah. Prove me wrong, chat. But yeah, I think that it used to be Siege Onagers only in HD edition. I remember when I used to play.
Yeah, I remember as well because I always tried to get it, and you could just, especially when you're up against the AI, it's such an impossible task.
Yeah. Oh man, there's a player that T90 casts a lot, or used to. Watches a lot of his games. He's okay at the game, but he plays only Black Forest, only on like the Voobly patch 1.5, only Vikings, so you can't cut through the trees. He just makes lobbies and people like join and just suffer for 2 hours. It's pretty funny.
That's amazing.
Like only Viking mirrors, and he's done it for 10 years. Yeah, Fat Slob. We got some fans in here. Exactly. I need to watch some iSit games. That's a little bit different situation, I think.
So is that 2 TCs I see going down for Wiggle?
We got 2 additional TCs. One on that gold, one on that stone. Okay. I don't mind this. This is pretty good.
Yeah, and there's the monastery for relics.
Get those dirty relics.
Get those dirty relics. So 300 more gold, 200 more gold could go to Imperial. Arduous is a little bit behind, probably needs 100 more gold there, but could do it.
Selling stone.
Yeah, so there he goes. No, wait. Handcart? What are we seeing? What did he just dump all that into? Yeah, there it is. Imperial. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Did he get a second building up right before that? I guess so. I don't know. Maybe this
must have. Yeah.
'Cause it was like showing one building only, but I don't know. Now Wiggle probably gonna get that imp pretty soon here. But both players just really booming and leaving the other player up to their own devices. Defending, building more palisades, some gates. I think Orange wants to be able to get through here. He's working on gates, but these palisades won't last super long against siege onagers, for example. Just an example. Chopping the forward side here, probably with the vague intention of getting through at some point.
Just cranking on those villagers, though. Look at that go. 60.
Oh, yeah. This third, I think it's the TC difference now.
Absolutely. He's just absolutely leaning on that villager button, which is exactly what I would do. I usually try to shoot for 120, 130, but usually by the time somebody hits me in castle, I'm panicking at about 80. Never quite make it there.
Yeah.
Fourth TC, though. I like it.
Fourth TC for the Goths. Didn't know in the chat that Goths don't have stone walls. I didn't even think about that. It's getting that late. But yeah, Black Forest game can't build stone walls. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man, indeed.
So this castle going to be able to reach... Okay. I don't think it can reach the palisade player.
Gonna threaten that wood line, though.
Yeah,
not that the wood line's majorly important, but, you know, harder to chop through.
You will keep it from getting chopped. Okay, Wiggle picking up all 3 of these relics. He's recognized.
Go back to the center. I saw the onagers.
Oh, here they come.
Up a little bit, up a little bit. 2 up there.
More. Oh, we got more. And they're going in for the outposts now.
Oh, boy.
It begins.
It begins. There's the castle. Oh, boy.
Okay. And WiggleTheWise, still not enough gold to go Imperial. Or, yeah, Imperial. I think he's definitely getting more upgrades this game.
Love that minion count, though, up to 80.
What is that from Minion? Is that a StarCraft thing?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
Okay.
League of Legends. My brain's starting to go to.
That's all good. I'm just, like, interested. Okay, this castle. This is a pile of wood, not a castle. Is not going to last long. The onagers just obliterating a lot of that defense before it even needs to be considered. Red is scouting with the monk right now, trying to find any more relics. It's like, well, this guy doesn't have anything else to do. And monks do have a very long line of sight because they have such a far conversion range compared to like ranged units or whatever. So pretty effective scouting unit, even if they are a bit slow as well.
Got to get that speed upgrade.
Yeah. Fervor. Get it in there.
Fervor, gotta go. 15% faster, boys.
Yes. For the Lord. Alright. Anarchy. First thing you click when you get the Goth Castle. Love to see it.
He's cutting through the woods. Look at it go.
Oh, already we see this happening. No units
Those look to be the
other than onagers either.
I mean, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Those are the mid, not the siege ones. I guess those are onagers. Yeah, first ones are mangonels.
Yeah, it's like castle tier, I think. Oh, I guess you get mangonels in castle too. Okay. Second out of 3 upgrades versions. Okay, we do have some infantry here, but infantry is going to be a little slow if you don't micro it properly here. You're going to just lose them to the shots. Better than range, but...
And you can't even wall against that because he's just going sideways at you.
Going all the way around. Look how sneaky this is. Does he see this?
Oh, he doesn't.
He sees a little bit of a sus hole here, but that's it.
And he knows they exist
There it
because
is.
they've been attacking. There it is.
Yep. Let's see
Oh,
how he
boy.
reacts to this. Oh, I think he was trying to throw down palisades on this side now, but it's, it wasn't early enough. Oh man, the Goth palisades. You hate to see it.
I think at this point I probably panic and try to get knights as quick as I can.
It has to be knights, or at the
It
very
has
least,
to be.
like have. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got some league enjoyers.
What's he got?
It's fine.
What, 2 siege workshops going down there? Down a little bit? There you are.
So we got 2
Yeah, 2
counter siege workshops. I probably expect to see scorpions out of this. But
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna work. Like, maybe if you get enough of them. I think they do outrange this though.
Well, and even then, looking at the tech tree, like, you're gonna need to mass so many of them.
Yeah, the Goth Siege, no good.
Yup, leaves things to be desired. Oof.
But, I mean, enough Huskarls. Look at this economy. Wait a minute. Hang on. Just wait a minute.
Holy
I'm looking
smokes.
at the UI right now. How's it 160 compared to 105 and a 123 double the Vil count difference versus 60? You could definitely just spam Huskarls into this and still win, especially if you put it on staggered.
Interesting housing placement. I usually... Oh, my heart.
Okay.
Did you watch that?
We're going back for that one.
We have to pause it.
We're putting that in slow-mo.
Oh, no. Oh. Somebody turn this into a GIF. Oh.
It feels so bad. But some of them get on top, and that's all you actually really need, because now the minimum range is going to force them all to just die.
Move and die, yep.
So I actually don't know, like, resource value who lost in that trade. Probably the Man-at-Arms lost.
I think the Man-at-Arms lost in terms of what do we do about this in the long term, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is definitely not sustainable for...
That's not sustainable! Oh, no.
Still in Castle, by the way. He does have enough now to age up. Probably going to see that fairly soon in one of the still 4 town centers.
That worker difference, though, that's enormous. 60
That's
to 128.
crazy. Yeah,
That's wild.
it's like the 1T... Okay, he does have the second. 2 town center to 4, I guess. Double, I don't know. Now the wall is going to be there. Red's just going to shoot at any units trying to attack over the wall. You're going to have to just move into Trebs, I guess, as orange now. That's like basically it.
That's the only way you're going to punch through. I think, though, I'm still looking at cavalry as the only way to answer this siege because he's so deep in siege. I would hope that he's only deep in, you know, infantry or something else. Oof. Maybe 1 or 2 units, but if you don't have enough production to counter this, what do you even do? I think those are Huskarls coming out of the castle there, yeah?
Yeah, we do have more Huskarls being produced. Not a great answer, but it'll do. Also, only one of these castles is active right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a third one going up, but how many trebs are here for Arduous? Only 2. Okay, these castles will last a while. And now, the Woad Raiders.
Yup, it's
They're
just
here.
the Woads. They're just gonna slaughter.
Look at these stripy
Oof.
guys. The dead villagers.
Now, if memory serves, the Woad Raiders end up getting 1 or 2 points of damage less than a champion, but because their move speed is just so ridiculously fast after upgrades, they are dangerous.
Yeah, you can't take a heads-on like fight with a champion, or probably either the Huskarl, just because they have no armor. I think Woad Raiders actually have 0 armor. Okay, he's upgraded them now with Blacksmith, but yeah.
And it's 10 plus 1, so you'd need the rest of the infantry upgrades, I think, but...
Unless, well, this front is pretty safe now, versus like 2 rating. Unless he goes around the bottom.
Yeah.
An L-hole.
Because otherwise you're just going to have to keep building castles.
Yeah.
And then hope that the trebs don't come through.
I mean, you have the eco to, well, where's the rest of the stone on this map? Say you have the eco. There's 1 stone mine there. We got another back gold, that's safe. There's another 2 tiles of stone here. Doesn't see it.
Yup. Everything else is going to have to come out of your marketplace. Oh, there's the forward stone. It's the contested stone.
Yeah, we have this forward here.
Yeah.
I think that is... I don't know.
That's
whose
gotta be
that
it,
would
right?
be.
Yeah.
That might be his, like, spawn stone. That's too far away. That's gotta be...
Yeah, the back spawn stone, I think, is where you're at.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Oof.
rough.
I mean, that's the trade-off for the relics, I suppose.
We now have some barrel boys in here.
Some barely boys. More petard meta.
Yeah, the petards
Oh.
are meta, but ooh, those shots. They're doing a lot of
those shots.
team killing, though. I mean, let me take a
Yeah.
look at that. Friendly fire, okay. They killed the one that got the most friendly fire kills, but...
Did they just... Oh, I thought for sure that they just... Oh, they did! They just destroyed the traps!
No, that's a Craigasm. Oh my...
10 out of 10. Those are the upgraded siege onagers, but oh my gosh.
Yes, one-shotting your own trebs. That's the rust that we were talking about earlier, I think. Oh man, you hate to see it, but
you hate
love
to see it.
WiggleTheWise still maintaining... Okay, Arduous Vape has just stopped at 60 villagers.
Yeah. Also
been
very interesting.
10 minutes, 15. Yeah.
Counters at the top are only showing, I think, numbers. I don't think they're taking into consideration the cost of the units being produced.
Yeah, so the little, like, faded bar right above
Mhm.
it for military, that's, like, value.
That's cost? Oh, I
Yeah.
see, I see.
I think the number here might include that as well. So, like, yeah, it's about double. So 2.4 to 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, destroying more
These
of your own
trebs are
trebs.
just going down, like, for no reason. This is incredible.
This is, in fact, incredible.
Oh, man, he says worth. I love that. You got that one Huskarl, though. You did it. Okay. Yeah, WiggleTheWise just committing to the Huskarls here. And it's sort of working as a defense right now because the walls for red aren't far enough up to be able to defend the trebs. So he's trying to run them out there to kill these castles. He did knock one of them out. But he's just going to have to move the front line forward. And he doesn't really have a frontline unit other than the Woad Raider, which keeps getting team killed. So.
And he is in castles, so no trebs.
True. Yeah, orange, not a lot of options for moving out or doing anything aggressive here.
Yeah, because I think if not going cavalry, the only real move is to bait out with trebs and try and get some infantry to take out the siege. But I mean, then you're even dealing with the Woad Raiders, right? Because the Woad Raider's going to come in and swoop out your trebs before you even get them out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Oh,
gonna be
goes that
great at dealing with any kind of siege you try to push. Okay, we have some rear production, which I do like. I'm a fan of this because you can get a bit of a mass going and they don't get picked off or anything like that. But that castle is going down. Finally, we've established a defensible line here. We'll see how these Wood Raiders do. Staggered formation exists in this game, right? Like, I'm not like trying to backport another Age 4 thing, am I?
No, it should be correct because you have
Okay, he's using it now. He's using it.
Yeah, so there's the stack. Whoa.
Oh, it's still not enough though.
It's not enough, not with that coverage.
The
Oh,
loads just tripped it up just enough. Hey, we
just destroyed.
we just got a raid. We just got a raid from Hippo Run.
Yep.
Party of 22 viewers. Hey guys.
Fantastic.
Good to see you. This is a $500 amateur invitational annual. That's a lot of like descriptive words. Tournament, Age of Empires 2. This year we're also adding Age of Empires 4. I just like to put this on, you know, for the friends, for some fellas. We have 19 or 20 competitors in the Age 2 scene this year. Welcome, friends. We got some raiders defending. Love that. And this is one of the round 2 games, I believe, between Arduous, Vape, and WiggleTheWise. A couple of long-standing veterans of the series. Currently, Arduous showing why the Celts are truly incredible in Black Forest.
Oh,
Okay.
Scorpions.
Scorpion's going down. Good thought, but not... What's ELO? So, funny thing about that, I think maybe 2 of these players in the whole bracket, let me flash that bracket up, are actually ranked in any capacity. So, you know, very casual. A lot of the players here only play once a year when they lose their first game in this tournament. And it's just a lot of fun. We like to see what people pull out of their hats, what kind of crazy things happen. We've seen some very interesting defensive games that are a bit unexpected. New players. Yeah, Twitch Prime. Thank you, Silly Seth. You got my back. Now this aggression with the Woads has fully evened up the villager count. Arduous Vape still not producing any more than 60 villagers. Incredible. But he's proving that it's enough. We're now at 60 across the board. Although a lot of idols for red now. He's going to have to look at his economy at some point now. It's been like 20 minutes. Another emergency TC on this back gold, but the siege onagers here just doing so much damage. And Oz giving a dictionary definition of what ELO is. Thank you. Good to know.
Just in case that was the actual question, one doesn't know what one doesn't know.
Hey, yeah. But appreciate
Incredible
the raid,
game,
man.
though. Dear
Yeah.
Lord. What what a game.
Now that we're free, I'll give a little shout out. I don't think I recognize that username. Maybe you just picked this stream from the Age of Empires 2 list. Love that. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. We're having a lot of fun. We've got one more set after this. This was actually game 3. Going over to Arduous Vape with the Celts, obviously proving probably, I mean, a couple of things here. One, siege onagers, when you commit to them on Black Forest, are insane. But also proving that the Goths, bad pick for this map. Very bad pick for this matchup as well. So, we'll check the stats. Good game. GG. And well played. Good set from both players. Like, this was super close. Love seeing the throwing axeman come out in the last game. I said it 1,000 times. APM's just spiking at the end there.